guys, welcome back to my channel. So I did actually film an intro for this video, but I do not know what happened to it. So I'm just going to roll with it and we're going straight into the tutorial. So to start this tutorial off, I am priming one of my eyes because the other eye I did off camera. So to prime it, I am using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer and I'm using one of my new favorite brushes by Morphe. It is amazing at buffing out concealer. Oh, and a quick disclaimer, those red bumps on my fingers were chill blends. They are from the cold, so I'm not diseased. Please don't think that. Moving on. Then with that shade from the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, I'm just adding that in as my transition shade because when you go in with blacks, you need a gradient. And then taking that dark brown and that kind of chocolatey burgundy color from that palette as well, I'm applying that right into the crease. It does not matter if it gets on the lid because I will be applying a glitter there, so don't worry about being messy. Just make sure that you apply it in the crease and really blend it out. The main reason I'm doing this is because I will be going in with a black, so this just makes it so much easier to blend out black if you have that soft gradient into a brown, which you actually will not see on the eye, but when you're going into blend, it makes a hell of a difference. Then I'm going in with the blackest black that I own, which is Corrupt by Makeup Geek. I'm slowly adding that in and blending it out every time I add more black because black is the hardest color to blend because, well, obviously it is so dark. You really just want to make sure that you're really gradual when you add black. You don't go in with a whole lot of color at once. And then with the Too Faced Glitter Glue, I'm just going to apply that onto the eye because this MAC pigment definitely needs something to stick to. And this is the star of the show. This is MAC Dazzle Eyeshadow in Boom Boom Room, and to say that I am obsessed with it is an understatement at the least. Like, can you appreciate that shadow? It is gorgeous. It goes from silver to blue to purple. You cannot keep up with it. It's ridiculous. And now time for my arch nemesis, winged liner. I don't know what it is about winged liner, but I can never get two eyes to work with me. One eye I'll do great. Like that eye that I did off camera, I got it easy, one go and I was done. And now this line, it was not happening for me on camera, of course, because I was doing it on camera. But to do the winged liner, I'm actually using this lip brush from Mirror Nest, which I found helped me a lot. It's really thin and you can get it very sharp, which definitely helps. Definitely suggest looking through what brushes you have. I mean, this is a lip brush and I'm using it as an eyeliner brush and it worked better than the liner brushes that I have, put it that way. One day I will master winged liner. It's just I'm waiting for that day to happen. For lashes, I'm using these Cara lashes in the style 43, which were actually really nice. I didn't want anything too heavy because there was so much going on the eyes that I didn't want the lashes to cover up everything. I still wanted the color to come through and this was just a really nice pair. Then I'm just going in with some mascara because I forgot to apply it beforehand. So I would definitely suggest applying mascara before lashes because you don't want to ruin your lashes. Now time for the face. I have already applied moisturizer, but my skin was a little bit dry that day, so I used MAC Fix Plus as my primer. Now I'm using this Skinn buffing brush to buff the foundation into my skin, which was a mistake. I should have used the Beauty Blender. It kind of sat on top of my skin because my skin was a bit weird that day, so I should have used the Beauty Blender, but it still worked in the end. I just needed to buff a bit more. I just felt like it was sitting on top of my skin rather than really being a part of my skin. But I am using my Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation in the shade 2N1 mixed with a bit of 3W1 because I was a bit tanned that day. And I did purposely not put much foundation under my eyes because I am going in with concealer. So for concealer, I am using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation concealer in the shade Light Neutral, and I'm just applying that underneath my eyes, and I will apply that now on my chin, above my lip, the bridge of my nose, and my forehead. I love this concealer, and that little spoolie it's really great. It's flexible. I don't know, once you get it, or if you have it, you know what I mean. And I'm using this brush. life-changing. It is the Morphe G12, I think that's what it's called. I'm pretty sure it's the G12, and it is a buffing brush, and oh my god, does it buff. It buffs. I didn't think anything could blend out concealer as well as the Beauty Blender, but now that I have this brush, this is definitely just as amazing. This brush just keeps it a bit more full coverage, whereas the Beauty Blender kind of blends it out a bit more. To set the concealer, I am using the Light Cocoa from the Too Faced Cocoa Contour Palette, and I'm just setting the concealer because you definitely need to set it, otherwise I will crease like a... I've used this palette a fair few times now, and I can officially say that I do love it. Every shade in it, except for that Pop of Light, I am a massive fan of. And for bronzer, I am using the Too Faced Chocolate Soliel, and I'm just applying that onto my neck and where you would apply bronzer, so where the sun would naturally hit your face. I love it when I start to go in with like bronzers and contouring, because you just see the massive change from like the bare face with foundation to like the shade and light that happens when you go in with those different colors, and it just, I don't know, it's probably my favorite part about doing my makeup, and by probably I mean definitely. It is definitely my favorite part. To contour, I'm taking the medium cocoa from that palette with this Morphe Duo Fiber brush, which is the bomb for blending out contour and applying it, because it applies it while blending it out at the same time. It is incredible. I do plan on doing a must-have brushes video, so I do not want to go too into depth during my tutorial, but yeah, it's incredible. The contour shade in this palette is awesome because it is very grey based, so it just gives you that nice shadow, and a little bit goes a long way. You don't need to overload with it. So as you can see, I've applied a little bit and it's really created that shadow and given me a nice contour, because I like a nice contour. And I'm just going to contour my nose a little bit as well. So I'm just applying the dark cocoa shade from that palette onto the sides of my nose just to make it look a little less wide. And now for blush, I'm taking this shade from the Morphe 9B palette, I believe it's called. And I'm applying that with my same duo fiber that I apply the contour with, because it is the best way to apply these blushes because they are so pigmented. So doing it this way ensures that you will not overload on the product. For my lash line, I'm taking this Skinn eyeliner in the shade Vixen, which is a black, and I'm just applying that onto my waterline. And then to smoke it out, I'm taking Cocoa Bear by Makeup Geek along with their pencil brush and just going back and forth on my lower lash line. And to finish up with the eyes, I am just going to take some mascara and apply it onto my lower lash line, because I need to have mascara on my lower lash line. I just need to. For highlight, I'm taking Becca Opal and I'm applying it with this Morphe M501 brush, which is amazing to apply highlight because it's just really fluffy and it applies it precisely yet blends it out at the same time, is the best way I can put it. And to wrap up this look, for lip liner, I am using MAC Soar to line my lips. I love this lip liner. I recently just bought it. I showed it in my haul that I just did. It's amazing. It is the perfect lip liner because it would go with everything, because it is pretty much like your natural lip color but better. I am going to use a liquid lipstick, so I'm just applying a little bit of lip balm on my lips first to start, which is this Skinn Lip 6X Balm. And for the liquid lipstick, I'm taking Midi by Colourpop, which is one of their ultra matte shades. I love this shade. It is a really good nude, but it still has a slight bit of like mauve to it. So it's a mauvey nude is how I would put it. These do dry ultra matte, like very, very, very matte. So you want to make sure that you like go in and go over the very like inside parts of your lip, which you will see me do in a minute, just to make sure that you can't see that contrast of your like bare lip and the liquid lipstick. Oh, and can I just say that these will last you like all day. The only part that's going to budge is that inner part of your lip because naturally you speak and it's going to wear off, but it'll only wear off in like a few hours. These are so long lasting, I'm obsessed. So yeah, as you can see, you really want to make sure that you take that liquid lipstick and apply it right on the inner parts of your lip, and you are finished. And this is what the completed look looks like. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to hit subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.